Hey everybody, I'm just here about to show my method of wrapping up your hands. I use a particular hand wrap that a lot of fighters may not know about, but I started using the hand wraps that got the Velcro on it, and as time goes on, it starts to wear down and it doesn't work anymore. So I started using the hand wraps that doesn't have the Velcro ends. Both ends look like this, and this one is a particular 120 in length. So that's just the length of it. I don't know if that's inches. I don't know. It's probably inches, 120 inches. But anyways, so the way I do my hand wraps, I make a cushion for my knuckles because, you know, I hit pretty hard, and it affects whether or not I want to throw a punch with that hand again if, you know, my hand hurts. So basically what I do, I measure the end across my knuckles. You see that? About there. And I fold it at that point. Alright, I make a couple of loops. I make 3 or 4 loops. Just like that. Make a couple of loops. Just like that. Then, what I do, I actually take that and I fold it. So it's even thicker. You see that? You see the thickness? That part is going to go with my knuckles. So I take that part, and the end, I take it in between my thumb and my knuckle, and I put that across my knuckle, and I hold that until I wrap it around my hand. So I open up the rest of the wrap, put it around my knuckle, just like this, and then I can let it go. See? Now look at all that cushion I have. It actually looks like a gauze, you know? But that's how I do it. Alright, starting out. So, I proceed to wrap the rest of my hand. So I go straight from around the knuckles to back around the wrist. So I go around the back of my hand and around the wrist. Under the wrist. And the key is to make sure it's not too tight, but it's snug, okay? So I'll go around my wrist, bring it back around, under. Then from there, I'll go around the back of my thumb, the back of it. Let me see, the back of my thumb. So here, go around the back of my thumb, bring it under. I bring it back around my wrist. So again, from under my wrist, I bring it around the back of my thumb. Like that. Then I take it back around my wrist. See? Back around my wrist. Loop it around my wrist one more time. And that's the start of my wrist. Of my wrap. Alright. So from there, I bring it up and between my pinky and my ring finger. Okay? From around the bottom of the wrist, I bring it behind my hand, in between the pinky and the ring finger. Then I bring it across my palm. Across my palm, in between the thumb and the index. Alright, so at that point, once I get it in between here, right here, I make a fist, because then I can make it snug but not tight. Okay, then I bring it back down around my wrist, back down around my wrist, under my wrist, back around. Now I can come back around my wrist again, or I can go straight up in between the next fingers. So I'm gonna just go around the wrist again. Then from under the wrist, I bring it in between my middle and ring finger. In between the middle and ring finger. Now it's down in front of my palm. I'm going to, again, bring it in between my index and my thumb and make a fist. Alright? And pull it. Make it snug. Same thing as before. Bring it around my wrist. Around the back of my hand. Under my wrist. And back over the top. Right? Back over the top. Now when I come up, I'm going to go in between the index and the middle finger. Instead of going towards the thumb, now I'm going to go towards the pinky. Alright? Across the palm towards the pinky. Bring it across the knuckles. So you got your palm here. Bring it across the knuckles. And back across the palm. You see that? Across the knuckles, back across the palm. I like to keep this area of my hand open. Alright, so it doesn't squeeze and feel restricted. So once I do that, I do another fist and pull the wrap behind my wrist again. You see that? Behind the wrist. And back under the wrist. Now, as I come up, it's going to go in between the thumb and the index. So this from around the wrist, between the thumb and the index. Back across the palm. On the back of the hand, you're going to go back down towards your wrist. Again, up under the wrist. Then you're going to bring it back up towards in between the thumb and the index. Back across the palm. Then you're going to bring it back down around the wrist. And you just finish off the wrap there. Now the reason I use this type of wrap is because then I could just tuck it, you know. I can just tuck it and don't have to worry about it coming loose. And if it comes loose, I won't get scratched by Velcro. So that's the reason I use this type of hand wrap. Alright. And now I have a nice cushioned knuckle area. I have it in between my individual fingers. I have my palm open. I have my thumb secured. If you feel like you want your thumb a little more secure, then you can wrap it around more than once. But I only do it once. And I have my palm nice and open. So I feel like I'm actually gripping something. Alright? So that's the finished result of how I wrap my hands. Thank you for watching. Salam. Peace.